Hey guys, Lauren here, Sapalero Farm and Wellness Place. We had a little surprise today. It's New Year's Eve day, and Peyton and Sawyer are out here with me right now too. So this morning, the girls came out with us to do chores and to feed, and they both came. They made it out to our herd's pen, into our doe's pen before we did, and they came running up and said, "I think Luna's in labor." And Luna's one of our Nigerian dwarf goats. We knew that she was pregnant. We bought her bread, and but there was kind of an oopsie on the breeder's end with paperwork and breeding dates and stuff, which happens to the best of us. But we didn't think that Luna's first possible due date is not for 2 more weeks. So when we realized that she was in labor this morning, we were all pretty sad. Because they're not like people, if a human has a baby a couple weeks early, that thing. Peyton was like a month early, but, when a woman has a baby a couple weeks early, it's usually not the end of the world. And they usually do really well. But with goats, if she really was delivering 2 weeks early, the kids wouldn't have made it. They really didn't have a chance. So we were all a little sad when we realized that she was in fact in labor this morning. But I called and like I said, the accident with paperwork and breeding dates and all that stuff, it happens to the best of us. So I called the woman that we bought Luna from, and I was like, all right, what are the chances? And it's really funny because she actually has a doe who is Luna's twin sister, who was due right now, and she wasn't delivering. Her ligaments were still intact. She was not really bagging up, and she said, like, I would swear she's not due for a couple more weeks. So she pulled out her paperwork and her breeding book, and just it happens. There was a whoops, and we had Luna marked down for her sister's due dates and her sister marked down for Luna's due dates. So now both of us are incredibly relieved that we know that both of our goats are okay and nobody is in preterm labor and nobody is really, really overdue. And Luna's behind is right here, but let me see if you can see her little girl over there. She had a doeling, just one singlet doeling. She's a little black skin with white overlay like her dad, and we think that she is polled. And what does that mean?
Genetically doesn't have horns.
That's right. She'll never grow them, right? Which is nice. We disbud everything born here. Caprine, bovine. Like, if it grows horns, we're going to disbud it for a million reasons. We do. But when they're polled, they're not going to grow horns. So I get out of having to disbud her in a few days, which is nice. But Luna, Mama had awesome, really quick, really good. Hi, baby. I'm talking about you. She had a really great labor and delivery. Super quick, super easy. She was awesome. She's still working on her placenta and passing that. But it's going. She's hiding her baby for us. Let me see if you can see her.
Super cute.
She is so cute. She's trying to nurse on her mom. You guys want to help her latch on there again?
Yeah.
So we, it is cold. We live in the North Country and it's the end of December. So we put these in all of our kidding stalls. So this is super, super easy construction with these things. So we had some of these black barrels, some were orange, some were blue, but just these food grade plastic barrels. And this is actually the bottom of it up here. So this was the top of it. So we flipped it over upside down and we cut this little dome shaped or archway shaped door in here. So it's really smooth. We made sure there weren't any sharp edges or anything on it. So it's big enough for the kids to get in on their own, but their dams can't follow them in there. And obviously we want them to be with their dams as much as possible because for the most part we dam raise our kids, which means that they stay with their mom and nurse off their mom. But it's especially when it's chilly like this, they want to cuddle, they want to be close, and it can happen that they accidentally get squashed and squished by their mom. So with this, they get to come in here and it's nice and warm and toasty. but they're not gonna get squashed in there. So up here at the top, I see my Nutri-Drench and my iodine up here because both mom and baby got the Nutri-Drench, and then we dipped the little Doling's navel, the iodine, and we'll do it again in a couple of hours, and that just helps keep her safe and healthy. So we cut a little hole in the top here, just big enough. So this is like a ceramic lamp that I think we just got it at Tractor Supply or something last year, a couple years ago, when we were raising chicks. When we were bringing our chickens up, this is like a heat lamp, but we took the red light bulb out of it and just put, I don't know that this is going to be a great picture for you guys, but just put an old school 60 watt household light bulb in there. So it's not hot in there. That wouldn't be good for them. But it's warm enough where they can kind of sit and cuddle and finish drying off and sleep. Oh, she's nursing. Get it, baby girl. Oh, Luna, you're so good, mama.
Hope she feels moon spots, maybe. Baby girl will give us a moon spot later on.
So they'll stay in here, just the two of them together for a few days in the kidding stall, but they've got their water, and Luna's got her big hay bag somewhere over there. There it is behind Sawyer. And they'll stay in here for a few days so they can bond, and mom can kind of recoup her energy, and wee one here can get her land legs. Yeah, she'll clean you too if you get in. Yeah. Has she latched on the other side yet, or just this side?
This is the side she hadn't gone to.
No, she's latched on this side every time. We try to encourage the kids to be nursing on both sides, off both nipples on both sides of the udder. It's really common for kids to pick a favorite, and they only want to nurse off that one side, and then you have poor mom who is just huge and engorged on one side, which can lead to some complications for her, and they're just trying to nurse off this one side. So we try to encourage them right from the get-go to use both, especially when it's a singlet. They usually figure it out, but we've had instances before where kids pick a favorite side, and that's the only side they want, no matter what we want them to do. We've gotten pretty lucky to talk them into taking both sides, but watch her clean her little baby.
No. Wow.
Kaboom! So about those land legs I just mentioned. Those take a little bit of time. So we'll probably spend a good bit of time this afternoon trying to figure out what to name her. We do a theme each year with our goat kids. So we pick a theme, and we like to pick themes where our children have to do a bit of research so they learn something in the process. And this year, our theme was Out of This World. Well, for 2020, our theme was Out of This World. And since this little bugger popped in right on New Year's Eve, she's on the 2020 list, so she gets the 2020 tattoos that we have to do inside her ears when we register her. And we'll have to pick a name with the theme Out of This World. So all the kids born in 2020 here earlier this year were all named after stars, planets, constellations, moons, asteroids. We had one named after an asteroid. So we're trying to decide what we'll name her, but it looks like Luna's gonna take a little snooze and relax. It's hard work making babies.
She's a cute little Doling.
Yeah, super cute little thing. Anything else you girlies want to add? This was Peyton's first kidding that she actually witnessed in person. She's always, she's always missed them.
It's not fair.
So she was really excited to see this little one born. Oh, and actually, Sawyer, what was super cool about her birth?
She's exactly what I said when I was saying my perfect goat. She's awesome.
But with her birth, what happened?
Oh, she
there?
is a mermaid. She was born in her sac, so we had to tear it open.
Pretty cool, eh?
Yeah.
A lot of people call that mermaid babies when they're born inside their sac, still like fully delivered out of mom, kicking around inside this big bubble. And they're hard to break open, as they should be. But we got her popped open and sucked her nose and sucked her mouth. And
Luna's actually her last kitty at her other place. She had triplets, and they were all going. And
We got one.
we did. We got one.
but we still got a
We
dog.
got the best one.
She will stay no matter what. She's either gonna be Sawyer's or my mom's.
Pretty sick. Pretty cool surprise today. Not what we thought we were going to be doing today, but yeah, it went well. Everybody's doing great. So we're psyched. We want to share that with you guys. We'll keep you posted as she gets up and bouncing around. And we have another doe due in a month. We actually might have 2 does due in a month. So if we can, when we know it's coming, we'll try to grab some labors and deliveries on video for you guys too, so you can kind of see how that rolls.
This one she just went like, first we were just all scared about the baby being dead, and then I went out and I was checking on her because they were inside making the bed, and I'm like, she's laying down flat on her side, pushing, and I'm like, wow, she's fast. And then I just came and like grabbed a halter, and then we got her, and it went pretty quick.
We're glad that the oopsie with the due date thing worked out well, because if she was in fact having her kid or kids 2 weeks early, they wouldn't make it. Not a chance. So super glad it was just a whoops, and the breeder's also very relieved because the doe that she has that had the date swapped, now she knows is not scarily overdue. And that she should be having healthy deliveries right on time too. We're gonna dip her navel one more time before we go back inside and warm up, and then we're gonna give them a break and let them relax and bond for a couple hours before we come out and dip her navel again.
It's cold.
It is. It's chilly. Say bye, guys.
Bye. 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 She's not showing up yet.
More to come soon.